What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comments section. Enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Thank you guys for joining me as always. In today's video, I am going to be talking about every sport that we have available to us. I'm gonna break down my favorite plays in NHL, MLB, Csgo, and soccer for today. We don't have any NBA, but we're going to utilize the fact that we have a ton of data into all of these things, even some of these that I don't know. I don't know much about hockey, CS:GO, or soccer, but I'm still gonna give you those data-backed plays utilizing PropsMadeEasy.com. If you want access to these tools, you can get it at PropsMadeEasy.com. Only $15 a month. That's it. Bet smarter, not harder. Let's get straight into it. If you're interested in daily fantasy sports, we smashed, almost got another takedown in DraftKings and FanDuel optimal lineups. You can go to DFS content here and sign up over at Greenlight DFS, my other company. All right? All right, let's get straight into it. So, first and foremost, let's start off with hockey. All right, so we've got Dallas against Seattle tonight. At the top of the list, top of the differential, as you can see, there's no green differential for unders. It's mainly overs that it's liking in this game today. You got Roop Hintz at the top, prop line at 2.5. Vegas likes the over at minus 120. He's hit it in 5 of the last 10. His projection is 2.87, a 0.37 differential between where his prop line is and where he's expected to perform. Now, somebody I really, really like, though, is going to be Tyler Seguin, and I think I'm going to make him as my main hockey play here. Him and Yanni Gourde stick out to me as solid plays. But my number one play is going to be Tyler Seguin at a prop line of 2. I just feel really, really good about Seguin being able to at least get 2. He's one of those main guys on this Dallas offense. You know, Jason Robertson's the main guy who's going to take a ton of shots. But Tyler Seguin is a solid player. And he is going to take some shots on that goal. And especially if they're going to win this series, they're going to need to have him be there. And a prop line at 2 feels just too low. Vegas has the prop line at 2.5. So they got him at a 0.5 higher. Yes, the money's on the under. But he's hit 2 or more in 8 of the last 10. We have him projected at 2.33. I feel very safe for him at least hitting the 2 and possibly getting that 3. But if you don't want to risk a match, then Yanni Gourde and Roop Hintz are completely fine for going over theirs as well. All right, both of those guys haven't hit that mark a ton over their last 10, which is the difference between Seguin and them. But they've hit it 5 of the last 10, 4 of the last 10. But the data suggests that they're due to hit their overs here. All right, so solid differentials there. No unders that are really sticking out to me. I mean, you've got a decent one down here with Oliver Borkstrand. I don't know how to say his name. Oliver at 2.5. Vegas likes the under at minus 125. But that 4 of 10, so he's only done it. He's only gone under 4 of the last 10. So I'm gonna continue rolling with the top of the prop tool, and I'm gonna roll with Tyler Seguin as my favorite play. If you don't want to risk the match, you can go Hintz or Gourde. Hintz being the number one guy at the top of the list. All right. That's hockey. Let's go ahead and move on to some baseball real quick. All right, so at baseball, as always, you can see the hitter fantasy score at the top of the list. That's how it's going to be always. If you want to switch through the player prop types, obviously you can. But to start it out, I am going to do a hitter fantasy score. Now, there's a couple spots that really stick out to me. The first guy that I want to talk about is going to be Pete Alonso at 7.5. Pete Alonso at 7.5 feels way too low. I really love the Mets today against Trevor Williams. Trevor Williams this season has been giving up that reverse split. He's been giving up a ton of power to righties, and that's not a good thing going against Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso is going to mash him then, because Pete has been smashing righties. He's been doing a fantastic job. This is the second highest total on the entire day for MLB, and you have the best player on the Mets at a 7.5. That's too low. I'm going over Pete Alonso, 7.5. We have him at 9.25, 1.75 differential. And as you could see, I skipped a bunch of people to get to a guy I really, really liked. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Go to a spot that you really like. You don't have to necessarily go, because a lot of times, too, the tool will be popping super hard on a player because of the data that supports him and all that. And maybe the matchup you don't like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't like the matchup that much, or maybe you don't like that team very much. You can go to a team you really like, and I really love the Mets, so I'm playing a guy off the Mets today, and that's Pete Alonso over 7.5. Another player I really like is Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker over 6.5. Now, if you really break it down with this matchup against Cease, Cease hasn't been giving up crazy number to lefties or nothing, but the thing is every single pitch that Cease likes to use versus left-handed bats, Kyle Tucker mashes. All right, that's the type of research I do. I've been breaking it down, but Kyle Tucker is popping on this list because he mashes every pitch Cease could possibly throw at him. Houston's not any crazy total team score, projected team score or anything, but I think Houston's interesting, especially Alvarez, especially Tucker, those lefties versus Cease. Kyle Tucker especially mashes every pitch, like I said. I would not be surprised to see him have a huge game today. And at 6.5, I mean, come on. That differential is crazy high for good reason, too. All right, so really like that spot. But the main guy I'm going to go with is Pete Alonso. If you want to pair him up with another hitter fantasy score, it would be Kyle Tucker. If you look at total bases at the top of the list, you got Max Muncy. Perfectly fine with that. James Outman. Pitcher strikeouts. You know, I always like to add a pitcher strikeout, and this feels great to me. I'm going back to the well on Joey Lucchesi. Okay? Now, if you go, okay, so actually, we're going to have to switch off of, okay, so here's what we're going to do, because sometimes I'll accidentally play two players from the same team, and you can't even pair them. So let's go, okay, we're going to go Kyle Tucker over 6.5 as our hitter fantasy score. That way we can play Joey Lucchesi over 3.5. Vegas has the over at minus 140, which is big. That's probably going to be bumped to 4 eventually. We haven't projected at 4.48, 0.98 differential. Very solid play for Joey Lucchesi over 3.5. Not only is the matchup fantastic, Vegas likes the over, data supports it, and he's at home in New York. Is he at home in New York? But no, it doesn't matter if he's at home or not. He's super favored to win, so it's a fantastic spot. But let me see. Yeah, no, they're on the road, but that doesn't matter to me. Joey Lucchesi is a decent K guy. 3.5 is too low against a bad offensive Washington. Yes, they're okay at times, but this is a fantastic spot here for him. Vegas loves the over. Data loves the over. Plug in Joey Lucchesi over 3.5 strikeouts as your other play. And the reason why we got off Pete Alonso is because he's a New York Met. All right. All right. Anything else? Pitching outs. Pitching outs has been great value. That hasn't popped up yet. So we only have hitter fantasy score, pitcher strikeouts, and total bases on the tool so far. Let's see. Cardinals and Red Sox are expected to go over. Seattle Mariners and Tigers expected to go under. Like all of that. Let's go to CSGO. All right. First and foremost, before I get into this, CSGO is not something I'm super duper knowledgeable on, okay? But luckily, we have data scientists and we have, the biggest company in fantasy sports data on our side to help us have the right plays still. Juan Flatru from the Bad News Eagles going against ENCE. Map 1 kills is set at 19. The tool likes him for over, has him projected for over 20. That's a 1.54 differential between where his map 1 kills are and where we're expecting him to get. Maiden, for that team that he's facing against, map 1 headshots at 8. We haven't projected at 9.45 headshots. That's a 1.45 differential for Maiden or Madden or however you say that dude's name. So Juan Flatru over map 1 kills in 19. Maiden over 8 map 1 headshots are solid value options. No unders that really stick out. The unders are very small differentials, so I'm not going to really play any unders. The two guys that I would be most interested in is Juan Flatru for the Bad News Eagles, and then on the other side, Maiden or Madden. Prop line of 8. Getting that over for his headshots. We haven't projected at 9.45, a 1.45 differential between where his prop lane is and where we haven't projected at. All right, for CSGO, nothing crazy. A lot of times we'll have like a 3 or 4 differential here. Nothing super crazy. Only one game here between Bad News Eagles and ENCE or NC, whatever you want to say their name, whatever. So, yeah, utilizing the tool on a small little slate like this is always good, especially even when it's super big slates and we get differentials of 3 and 4 here. The prop tool has been fantastic with CSGO. You play the top differentials, whether it be the positive and negative, and I have made so much money on CSGO already, and I know nothing about it. PropsMadeEasy.com, you get access to all of these tools. Let's check out soccer. All right, so over at soccer, man, and I'm so excited we got soccer on here because there's not a lot of tools out there for soccer. Not a lot of avenues for people to have success in soccer except for PropsMadeEasy.com, so let's get straight to it. So, first and foremost at the top of the list for today, you have Dominic Solanke. I'm going to mess up a lot of these names. If you know anything about soccer, I'm messing his name up. He plays for Bournemouth, going against Crystal Palace. His shots is at 1.5. We haven't projected at 2.21 shots. That's a 0.71 differential between where his prop line is and where we're projecting his shots to be today for Dominic Solanke. So really like this spot for him. Let's grab an under. I'm gonna go the should I go? I'm gonna go the under 2.5 on a Barrecci easy for Crystal Palace on the other side of that Bournemouth game. I'm gonna go under 2.5 shots on goal. I mean shots, not shots on target. We haven't projected at 1.8. He's at 2.5, so he needs 3 to hit this, to hit the over. I feel very good about him getting the under with his projection to being 1.88, which is why I'm skipping this one because could he hit 2? Sure. Data doesn't suggest he will, but he could, and I think the possibility of Eberechi getting 3 is lower than the possibility of Vitinho being able to get 2. So we're going to go Eberechi Ezi for Crystal Palace. I'm screwing his name up. Under 2.5 shots, and then we're going over Dominic Solanke for Bournemouth. Over 1.5, 2.21 differential, 0.71 differential for him. As you can see, there's a lot of other plays, man. If there's a differential of a positive number, you know we like the over. If there's a differential of a negative number, you know we like the under. The higher the differential number, the better the over-under is. So once you start getting to this range down here where it's very, very small numbers, you're getting to the range where it's very, very close. Okay, if you're keeping plays up here in this top range, it's a lot better data behind them. All right. Any shots on target that really stick out? Yes, Solanke, however you say it. Dominic is expected to have a solid game for Bournemouth today. All right, and that's it, man. We went through every sport. So for NHL, we went through that. Let's see, NHL. Our favorite play here is Tyler Seguin. Not only is he projected to get over 2, but he's done it in 8 of the last 10. In baseball, we have Kyle Tucker over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. He matches every pitch Cease could throw at him. And yeah, he's going to have a big game. Joey Lucchesi over 3.5 feels fantastic. Vegas likes the over. He'll probably be bumped up to 4 eventually here. CSGO, we're going over on Juan Flatru's map 1 kills over 19 and Maiden over 8 map 1 headshots. And then for soccer, we're going over on Dominic. Oh, wait, sorry, hold on. We're going, where is he? Did new games get added? Hold on. Yeah, new games got added. Let me find this dude. Where are you, bud? What the hell? Did that game start at 9 or something? Damn. Hold on, I'll talk about more hockey players if that game just already started. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like that game probably just started, actually. So, we have new guys we're going to talk about real quick. Okay, so, Domenico Berardi for Sassuolo is the guy we're going to go for shots. He's at the top of the prop tool. We're going to go 2. We feel really comfortable about him at least getting 2. Projection at 2.62 for Domenico for Sassuolo. Over 2 is the play there. We do have a great under, Vitinho. I'm going to go ahead and go that under because he was the other top under from the other list that we had. Nobody was going to be able to get them in because that game already started, unfortunately. Literally, that game started before I could even get the video out. Okay, so Vitinho. We're going to go under 2 shots for Vitinho for Atletico de San Luis against Club America. We're going to go under 2 shots for Vitinho, and we're going to go over on Domenico Berardi for Sassuolo. Over 2. Oh my God, I'm butchering these names, I already know. But as you can see, man, it's as simple as just utilizing the tools differential. The higher the differential, the better the play the better that you know the play will be. All right, PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month, man. I don't know shit about CSGO, hockey, or soccer, but it's easy to make money over here utilizing the data doing that. Utilize the player prop chat. People put their plays that they like in there throughout the day. People talk about, different things. People go over ideas and stuff like that. So very cool thing to be a part of there as well. And you can gain followers and all that stuff if you got good points, got good picks. You know what I mean? So go ahead and go over to PropsMadeEasy.com. Thank you guys for joining me as always, and I'm out. Peace.